Hello, jellyfish artists. Are you ready? We are going to work on the tentacles right now of a jellyfish. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do mine, and it's just going to give you an idea of maybe how you can approach yours. I know you're probably thinking, yes, I'm just going to make a color and I am going to paint it onto my picture, which is fine. But I want you to look at the photo of your jellyfish, and here's why I picked this one. When I look at the tentacle in the photo, there's blue in the tentacle. And the blue is the water that I can see through the tentacle on the other side of its body. So what I want to do is show you how I mix the colors and make the water that you can see through the tentacles, because they're so see-through. All right, so that's what I'm going to show. Here we go. These tentacles on my jellyfish are pink, purple, and blue. What a really pretty color. So I'm going to start by making some pink. I get lots of water. Put it into one receptacle area of the lid of my watercolor. Make sure my watercolors are activated. They are still nice and wet from the last video I made on making the bell. And then check to make sure I don't need any other colors. I'm gonna need some blues. We're gonna activate that too. All right, so I'm gonna add some red right here. And it is not enough sometimes to add just red. I like to add a little purple to give it a sweeter kind of a pink. That's just my preference. See, it doesn't necessarily have to be what's on the jellyfish. I'm choosing to make it my own style. All right, now what we want to do is make sure this is a wet on wet technique. So I'm going to paint in the tentacle with some water first, to the best of my ability. I don't have to get in every little nook and cranny right here. It's okay. I will get in there later with the actual paint. And I'll have a chance to grab some water from the bowl and then spread it around. It'll be fine. All right, pink first. Here we go, putting some pink up here. What I'm gonna do is make it really nice and pink in this area. And then as I work down, I'm gonna let it fade. I'm gonna let it fade into just nothing, because it's gonna be overlapped with another color soon. Okay. So there's my pink. Then I'm gonna dive in and grab some purple. That was a lot of purple, but that's okay. Because my paper's wet, I can move it around. If it were dry, that would become a big splop. A splop. There we go. I invented a word for you. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a little blue. This blue, I can see it. It just kind of comes up and appears in the middle of the tentacle. Make sure you add plenty of water to get it to blend around. And if for some reason it's too much color and it was not what you had planned, add some more water to it. It'll be okay. Okay, on the other side of this blue, I need to add more water and then add more purple. Okay, getting in there. And then I'm gonna just have some fun with where it is. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue in there. I see some over here. So I'm gonna fill in some of that area. Add water quickly. You have to work quickly with watercolors because they like to absorb into the paper so fast. If you still wanna have control over them and move them around, you've gotta be faster than the watercolor. Okay. So now let's take a look. See how that looks like it's water through there? It's blending through. Okay. As we go further down in this particular tentacle, as I look on the photo for it, I am going to just make it a pretty much bluish purple at the bottom. And the only purple that does show up at the bottom of this tentacle is a mostly purple on the rim, on the little ridges in the outline. So I'm gonna make a bluish purple, start with some purple, but a lot more blue. There we go. Get that water in there. I wanna make sure there's plenty of water because I don't wanna end up with a weird line or anything. That water will evaporate. Okay, add that in. And there we go. And that is how you do the tentacles. All right. And in another video, we'll do the background. So have fun painting this in, and I'll see you next time.